Believe me, after 4 years of high school, I have learned numerous lessons and skills. They say the purpose of high school is to prepare you for the real world. Now that I have reached that conclusion, I am honored to be able to present myself before you. I wanted to share the most important lesson that I have learned. Now, I figured math equations and historical facts weren't very original or very exciting sometimes. After thinking about what has changed my life the most over these 4 years, I realized that believing wholeheartedly in yourself is the most important thing a person can do. If we do not, then we limit our own success and the success of others. We can all think of someone famous and successful, and we're just awestruck by their awesomeness. But we generally do not believe that we could ever be as successful as they are. Marianne Williamson once wrote in the poem, "Our greatest fear," that as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. One such example is that prior to 1954, no man had broken the 4-minute barrier in the mile. However, on May 6, 1954, Roger Bannister broke that barrier. Since then, over 1,300 runners, including even high schoolers, have done what was once believed to be impossible. After all, the word really says, "I'm possible." The power of the mind has more power than we realize. The common household flea best illustrates the power of mental belief. The flea has a 36-inch vertical jump, but when you put it in a jar, it will attempt to jump and crash into the lid. Now, the flea will readjust and jump just high enough to avoid crashing into that lid. Now, if you release that flea after keeping it captive for a while, it now has the mentality that it is only capable of jumping a few inches, even though no physical capabilities have been altered. What high school has taught me is that in everything that you do, belief in yourself is the prerequisite to being successful at what you do. Henry Ford said it best, "Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right." Now, this lesson I am sharing may appear rather elementary and simple, although it may be. Fundamentally, we do not realize how little we appreciate ourselves. The challenge was posed by Ashley Wilde in her poem, "Meet Me in the Mirror." If I ask you what you love, the answers will likely roll off your tongue. You love to read, you love to write, you love birds, music, tattoos, your mom, your brother, your sister, your daughter, your best friend, your dog. How long do you think you could go on and on before you finally said, "I love myself"? Watching infomercials, you never see a guy that says, "Buy this product from me. It's on sale." Rather, you see the man that says, "Buy this product today for only a few little limited amount of time. It's half off. And if you act now, you'll get double." Although that double free offer still includes additional processing and handling, I still do not understand. The fact is, the world believes in the person who also believes in themselves. If we wait for others to tell us that we're doing a great job and that they're proud of us, we may never receive that recognition and acknowledgement, which leads us to believing that we're not good enough and quitting, something we may have been extremely gifted in. An application for this was given to me by our debate coach, Miss Woods. It's called the power stance, where you stand like this with your hands on your side, allowing the motivation to flow through. Now, this is a very powerful stance. You have to be careful how you yield it. Because prior to one of our district debate rounds, I stood in the bathroom and struck the power stance. Looking myself in the mirror, I said, "David, I love you," just as one of our competitors walked in the bathroom. Class of 2015, we have taken test after test, sleepless nights of studying, even very lengthy afternoon announcements to get here. Stepping out of this church tonight, we are no longer high schoolers. We are adults entering a brave new world, a confusing and challenging place. But sitting here tonight is proof that you are capable of overcoming the odds, rising above expectations, and achieving success that will echo for years to come in that wonderful building in Sterling Avenue. Author and poet Oliver Goldsmith once said, "Life is a journey that must be traveled no matter how bad the roads and accommodations." Whatever the journey ahead holds of us for class of 2015, if you believe in yourself, you have the most important accommodations that there is. And with that, I am signing off for my last afternoon, or rather evening announcement. Have a manic Monday, Raytown South.